Jai Gurudev, welcome everyone to another inspiring episode where we dive deep into the rivers of wisdom and spirituality. Today, before introducing our topic, I would like to share a story. There was a psychiatrist who frequently read the Bhagavad Gita. One day, while engrossed in its teachings, he felt an overwhelming urge to dance with the Gita on his head. In his autobiography, he wrote that whoever wrote the Gita must be the greatest psychologist and psychiatrist in the world, even though he had no knowledge of Krishna or the background of the Gita. This resonates deeply with our discussion today because we have a very special guest who will speak on the Bhagavad Gita. Please welcome Sadhvi Kakoli ji, the in charge of the Art of Living ashram in Bodh Gaya. Over to you, Sadhvi ji. Jai Gurudev, I am deeply grateful for this beautiful opportunity to discuss the Bhagavad Gita, which has been the guiding light of my life. Since childhood, I have been deeply devoted to spirituality, greatly influenced by my family and the divine blessings of my early guru, Sant Sri Hari Krishna Goswami Ji. Later, my spiritual journey led me to the art of living, where under Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji's guidance, I became a teacher and later received Sannyasa Diksha. That's really inspiring. Can you tell us how your journey with the Bhagavad Gita began and how it has shaped your life? Certainly, my journey with the Bhagavad Gita began during a challenging phase in my life. At that time, my aunt suggested that I recite the Gita to overcome my sorrows. My Hindi wasn't very good, so my aunt used to read the Gita to me and I would listen. Initially, I didn't fully grasp the depth of its teachings, but the process brought me immense peace. Later, with the blessings of Gurudev and through dedicated practice, I learned to chant in Sanskrit, which further deepened my connection with the Gita. You mentioned that you conduct many of your courses in prisons. How do you integrate the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita in such settings? The Bhagavad Gita is a profound guide for overcoming inner conflicts and finding peace, which resonates deeply with those in challenging environments like prisons. During my sessions, I focus on the core principles of the Gita, maintaining equanimity in joy and sorrow, understanding the transient nature of material life, and embracing one's duties without attachment. These teachings help inmates deal with their emotional turmoil and find a path to inner peace and transformation. Could you share a personal experience where the Bhagavad Gita provided you solace during a difficult time? Yes, during a particularly tough period in my life, I turned to the Gita for guidance. The term Vasamsi Jirnani Yatha Vihaye Navani Grahnati Naroparani, as a person puts on new garments, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones, brought me immense comfort. It taught me to view life's challenges and changes with detachment and understanding. This perspective allowed me to navigate through personal loss and find solace in the eternal wisdom of the Gita. It is fascinating how the Gita's teachings can provide such profound insights into life's challenges. How do you encourage others to engage with the Gita? I always recommend starting with a sincere intention to understand the Gita. Even if it is just a verse a day, I often tell people to treat the Gita as a manual for life, much like how a company provides a manual for handling a product. It offers invaluable guidance on dealing with life's ups and downs. I encourage everyone to not only read the Gita but to reflect on its teachings and apply them in their daily lives, whether it is managing stress, finding purpose, or navigating relationships. The Gita offers timeless wisdom. That's a wonderful advice for those who might feel overwhelmed by the Gita's complexity. What would you suggest as a starting point? I suggest starting with the simpler and more accessible chapters such as chapter 12 on Bhakti Yoga, which deals with devotion and the qualities of a true devotee. Additionally, chapter 2, which outlines the essential teachings of the Gita, can serve as a foundational introduction. Listening to discourses and attending satsangs can also help in understanding the deeper meanings of the verses. The key is to approach the Gita with an open heart and a willingness to learn. Thank you, Sadhviji, for sharing your wisdom and experiences with us today. Your journey and insights into the Bhagavad Gita are truly enlightening. Any final words for our audience? Jai Gurudev, I encourage everyone to embrace the Bhagavad Gita as a lifelong companion. Let its teachings guide you through life's trials and tribulations, bringing you closer to peace and spiritual fulfillment. Remember, the Gita is not just a scripture, but a profound conversation between the soul and the divine, offering a path to eternal wisdom and joy. Thank you once again, Sadhviji, for this enriching conversation. To all our viewers, may the wisdom of the Gita illuminate your path. Jai Gurudev.